now it's easier to operate?
Easier, and I did it myself.
Very good. Very nice.
Do you have it where
Beautiful 55 Chevy Lowrider. Here's some nice coupes that have come in since yesterday. Today is Thursday. Another street rod there. This is day 2 load in. Interesting tire pattern on this street rod. Nice. Here's another lead sled Mercury that was not here yesterday at this time. Nice black body. Here's a nice 1971 Chevy Nova in a nice shade of blue and nice looking wheels. Not an SS, but very nice. 6.2 L92 installed under the hood. Nice. Another 57 Chevy Gasser has appeared. El Jefe. Is that somebody you know? Seems like a cool guy. See what we got under there. We're not below the fender line anyway. Like a small block V8. Here's a super neato 1937 Dodge truck creation. Hot rod. Lowered considerably. Complicated looking motor there. Interesting name on the door. Here's your engine. Very sharp stuff here. Bossy looking chopped truck body there. How about from this angle? Neato. Marked as a Ram in the back. Nice 1961 Ford Starliner. A 428 it says. How about that? Spacious, long car. Torque thrust wheels. Part of the Ford Galaxy family, and in particular, this is the Ford Gala, apparently. So if you're going to a spiffy event where you need to dress up, that might be the car to take you there. Nice street rod. I believe we saw rolling in yesterday. From the downriver area. Looks like a Ford street rod. Some sort. Chopped, of course. Pretty nice. Nice chopped 54 Bel Air with a plethora, a list of other parts applied to it. Let's take a quick look at some of that. 53 Buick headlights, 52 Olds taillights, 55 Pontiac bumpers, custom grille, 50 Mercury rear window. So a bunch of different pieces there. Very nice looking shape. I think that car belongs in the Cavalcade of Custom section upstairs. Maybe there's no room up there. That could be. And then when they refer to cars being downstairs, this is the general perception of what they're talking about. This is, I'm sure that it looks nice to whoever created it, but it's super unstellar looking to me. Probably to you too. 1950 Chevy with the split windshield. Nice green glossy paint on the top and flat black on the lower part under the windowsills. Here's a nice Mercury Monterey in white or off-white. It's very nice looking. Nice skirts there. 1953 Mercury. Sharp. There's a really nice Studebaker truck with the hood missing. Very sharp looking. Really like that. Nice looking stance there. Nice to see that name. You don't see it very often nowadays, of course.
We're getting it out of here.
Real nice. I like that quite a bit.
Yes, I did.
1960 Pontiac. Look at all that paint. Nice pipe. Is that a side pipe, sort of? Neat lights. Look at that paint. Grande. If you can make that out. Catalina.
It'll be off the truck in a minute, man.
Gotcha. You're essentially nice paint. Nice 5-window 1933 Dodge Street Rod. Various colors. Nice little steering wheel in there. View out the windshield. Weld racing wheels is good. I like the hood ornament as well. Nice. Here's what was a Bluebird school bus converted to some sort of an RV/hauler. Going to that noted place, and a nice toy in the back in the form of a cut open Econoline truck. Great looking wheels there. Very sharp. Pretty cool. Doesn't get any low rider than this. The tires basically extend to over your head. Nice steering wheel though. Motorcycle chain. There's the instrument panel on the headliner. Wheels are black. Nice metal work on the back there. Nice wide Another new arrival here. Oldsmobile 88 with the flat black bottom and a colorful roof line. Nice flame there. Scalloped hood. Cool shirt for sale downstairs. That's neat. Pretty cool shirts there. There's a beautiful street rod that appears to be a 37 Chevy with fender skirts chopped. Nice shifter handle there. Split windshield. Pretty neato. Dark gray paint. There's that classic headlight design. They removed all the badging, but I believe it's a Chevrolet. Pretty cool. Cool thermometer, bro. Cool magnet there. American graffiti, basically. Route 66. Can't go wrong with that. Here's a chromed up 1949 shoebox. Basically the whole thing is almost to the level of a mirror. '64 Chevy Bel Air. Nice looking wheels, beige or tan. Take your pick there. Sharp. There's that 33 Ford with the all steel body. Came in yesterday. Very, very cool car. Very classy shape. Cool metal art there with a wheel with flames and a mini skateboard. Moon racing. Very cool. Pretty cool artwork there. '58 Ford Custom 300. Cool robot guys. Guardian service clean. That's pretty cool. Boraxo. Nice. More metal art. How about a V8 made out of metal? Well, most of them would be, but this will not operate. Well, it looks like it could. Alright, so today the Moonshiner hood is closed. How about that? That's neat that we got to see it with the hood open yesterday. And here's how it looks if you're coming down the escalator. It's a little more populated today. Some more cars down here, some vending going on. We had followed that Impala in yesterday, if you'll remember. Check out the headlights, especially the inner. Here's that Ford truck put into a different spot. Things look different now. It's much more populated, of course. Neat poster from 1996's Autorama here at Detroit. Very cool. Nice 1932 Ford Roadster. Sharp. Nice wheels. The gas pump, mobile gas. Win that as a prize, apparently. Nice. (1914) Overland. You know, I'm looking at the way that these things are designed. I'm really glad that I was born well after that era. Nice Cobra there from Jack Frost Museum, I believe. They do a nice car show or two there each year. We'll be back there once or twice. Very nice color on that. .408 Cleveland. Very nice. Sharp Camaro Z28 there. Great looking wheels, nice T-top. Nice blue, different shades of blue on it. Very nice. Nice Belvedere GTX convertible there. Another Jack Frost item. Willwood brakes. Here's one of these early mid-60s Mopars with the wacky wheelbase. Nice chrome wheel. Mike is doing some tidying up on the carpet. I missed the action there. I was trying to get you in the middle of that vacuuming.
So I have to do it at home?
You're getting practice, right?
How's the car look?
Looks great. You got a lot of reaction yesterday.
Did we?
Well, you saw the post, right?
Yeah, but that was early. I only seen about 5 or 6.
It'll pick up today sometime, that's for sure. They love the car.
Sure it wasn't me they loved?
Both. It's the people behind the stuff too.
Where?
Don't forget, we'll have to do another picture, and maybe without a heavy jacket on.
That's what I say, without a heavy jacket on.
Alright, here's that 56 gasser that we saw undercover yesterday. Thankfully it's open now. The Woodward Avenger. Nice wheels. Very cool. Nice little street rod that wasn't here yesterday. Propped up on blocks. Nice fat wheel in the back. 66 GTO there. Sharp wheels. Deep purple color. Hey, finally we have a Willys to look at. Here's a 1941 Willys with nice flaming on the front end to the door. Otherwise black, nice looking wheels. Both doors open. Not a fan of that. Especially since you can't approach that to poke your head in there either. This wasn't here yesterday. Looks like a Valiant custom, beautiful wheels. Nice bulge in the hood. It's a pretty nice little drag car there. Porsche 911. Now that's neat. Lamborghini with Gulf colors. Very cool. If you're gonna do that, you might as well have the Gulf logo on it. Guess they didn't want to go all the way with it. Really nice car. Well, they found a way to work that in by having a Gulf neon sign. So that'll work. That'll qualify. Just carry the sign with you wherever you show your car. Here's a nice green 57 sedan delivery. Not a Nomad. Beautiful color. So they remember this car yesterday, the Red Baron. And I said that there would be at least one more, and here's that Mummy Machine. Very curious as to how a person would actually desire to be seen driving something that looks like that. Your guess is as good as mine. Nice grill area. Probably not very good for cooling anything. There's another one that wasn't here yesterday. Nice 57 Chevy lifted. Tilt forward hood. Very cool. Cherry bomb. Nice lettering. Very cool wheels. Nice red glass. Pretty cool. Nice looking paint there. Nice lighting in here, particularly the roof. Very nice. Pretty good. 468. Very cool paint. And this show could be the best show that I might see this year. I hope that's not the case, but this is starting out real nice. You know, it's a lot more comprehensive than Chrome and Ice up in Flint, but we've got a lot more room here to deal with. There's a sharp split window Corvette there. Stingray, side pipe, blacked out glass. Well, since we can't go over to get that close, that gives you an idea of that view. 1963. Real sharp. 1961 Pontiac Bonneville. Very nice looking build. Take a look in there. Pretty nice. Nice long car. There's a stock 55 Chevy, not a Bel Air. A lower model. Get ready for Route 66. We love that. Okay, this body is yellow with a turquoise interior. Interesting. It's pretty colorful. Nice. Beautiful mid-60s Dodge. Distinctive body on that. Beautiful race car. Like the back wheel, nice and chromed. Shadow woods. Very nice. Known as Fatso. Vanguard boys are here with a couple cars. Here's a beautiful Mustang GTA in red with white stripe. Very sharp. There's a black Roadrunner with a Hemi motor, and that color combo with that wheel, I would have zero interest in a car that looks like that. I know a lot of people love it, but I don't. Cool 55 Chevy truck there in beautiful color. There's a 62 Vet convertible. Let's see what else we got here. Nice Mustang, a more recent vintage. Looks like a 69 Camaro or Pontiac. My bad. Nice wheels. 400 engine. Very cool. Nice familiar Studebaker Custom from Downriver, Michigan. Rat Pack, Motor City Rat Pack. That's colorful. I've never actually seen their shirts. I don't know if they even have any, but judging by that logo, it would look really neat. Nice 1930 Ford. Lots of color over here. Pretty neato. Another nice 64 Chevy Malibu SS convertible. That is actually the people mover. It runs through the building in the ceiling. So if you're ever outside in downtown Detroit, you will see a two-car train on an elevated platform, and that's what that is, that sound. That's a gorgeous street rod there. Real nice. I don't know if it has been seen before, but it could be a Riddler contender. Looks real sharp. I love that. Great lights. Real nice. Yet another split window Corvette. Nice, beautiful color on this one. Must be another Riddler contender. You can see characteristics of these cars that are similar. They're lowered, they're super chromed up wheels, low profile tires. Nice truck there, Harley Davidson motorcycle design on there, on the doors. Frank's truck, got it late last year, very nice. 32 Ford, right out of the American Graffiti mold. Nice color. There's a black Charger with the blower on it. Beautiful chrome wheels. Somewhat reminiscent of Fast and Furious, although this one is lowered significantly. Nice Roadrunner in white. Beautiful wheels. Sounds good. Lowrider Mercury Cougar. Looks like the Ford LTD2 equivalent. They said they weren't going to repeat a lot of things that were here last year, but this car won the Riddler Award last year here. There's a stellar 1956 Mercury Montclair convertible, real nice. Giant size steering wheel there. Cover up those seats with plastic. Big steering wheel. Nice. How about that? Very nice. Very nice. Classic stock. Can't mistake that M. Nice jet there. Pretty neat. Cool Ferrari. Beautiful 64 Mercury Comets. Really nice. 404 torque thrust wheel, 1864. Nice 69 Plymouth Barracuda, red line tires, beautiful chrome American Racing wheels. Sharp 68 Roadrunner penned in there. Beautiful color. Nice wheels. Very nice looking. Nice 65 Chevy K10 four-wheel drive pickup. Great color. Red and white wheels. There's a 58 Nomad under brighter lighting now. Very cool. Beautiful 68 Camaro SS. Gorgeous color, gorgeous rims. Can't beat that. Real nice. 434 under the hood. Nice. Nice 87 Mustang drag car. Bobby Speed. What a name. Great color. 68 Mustang drag car. The front section slides forward. Nice pipes there. Exhaust. Red and black. Nice. Nice 89 together. Okay. Looks good enough. 89 Chevy Camaro drag car. IROC Z. Nice wheels. Very cool. If you're a fan of the look of flat black and everywhere else black on a Nova, that's your car. Over here is a nice 66 Chevy Chevelle, real nice. About a Toyota Starlet drag car, 1982. You don't see that every day. It looks a lot like a Chevy Chevette. 71 Duster 6-pack, 416. We've seen this around the Mount Clemens area. It looks like from the back. There's the original silver bullet as we saw yesterday. Now this time the hood is up to reveal the beautiful motor in that. Very nice. 71 or 72 Chevelle SS. .454. Dark gray wheels. Beautiful 68 Chevy 2 Nova drag car. Pretty cool. Beautiful color. Great looking wheels. Got the hood up on the roof. It says 350, but I doubt that. There's the unobstructed side of that 68. A beautiful car. Real nice. I think this might have been at Culver's in Lake Orion earlier, or late last year. I love the old art that was prevalent in the 70s on the cartooned muscle car art that you could find in the hot rod magazines. Nice Demon 340 elevated there. Pretty nice. Nice wing on that. Another elevated car. Looks like a Shelby. Well, I always love these 6 trillion obstructions in the way. Not. Would be neat if you could see it from either end or side.
I feel like that's kind of what's preventing it. It's funny.
Nice Camaro Z28 there. Weld wheels. Sharp. This 55 Chevy Bel Air. '64 Pontiac Catalina convertible. Nice wheels. 2+2. Nice little Ford street rod there with great looking wheels. Roadster. '69 Camaro. That is the double capo. Good Guys Award of Excellence. RS. Beautiful condition. 65 Chevelle 300. You don't often hear that designation. Dark green. 396. Beautiful Olds 442 there. Nice red color. We found another of this type of GTO, 1970, the Judge, in white. That's got to be one of the rarer color options with this particular stripe option. Nice car. A couple other cars filled up the spaces in the Cavalcade of Custom section. Not sure really what that one is. There's a 60 T-Bird, I believe, in purple and silver. Says it's a 58 T-Bird. Nicer lighting on this cool Chevy that's chopped, 53 or 54. Sparkle and shine. Big giant steering wheel there. It's like a copper color. Sharp 1942 Chevy pickup that's looks like a tow truck. Not sure how strong all that apparatus is back here. Looks cool. Slow tow, it's called. Towing has progressed since these days. Nice 57 Chevy there in black with red line tires. Nice bright wheels. They're loving it. Beautiful 57 Cadillac Eldorado Brougham. One of the most elegant cars ever made, in my opinion. So cool. Nice Muscle Machines car there, Camaro, 69 Camaro. Sitting on top of a newer Camaro. Pretty cool. Also with a blower. Well, it looks like the Mysterion from Stalls is here, along with Rat Fink. You don't often see the bubble up on that car. Nice 65 Impala. Convertible, nice wheels. SS. LS1 motor. Penned in pretty good there, unfortunately. Nice wheels on this S10. 1970 Buick GSX in white. Black interior. '69 Camaro Z28. Nice rally wheels, a 302. Small spoiler there. Pretty sharp. Camaro funny car. Z28 body. These 35 Ford street rod there. Very nice. Beautiful 63 Dodge Polara 500 convertible. Really nice. Beautiful. Very nice. Nice Cougar Eliminator in red with a single white stripe there. Don't see those every day. SS. Nice. Very good. Burgundy color. 66 T-Bird. Roman Chariot member. Nice 40 Ford there, fat fendered. Attracting a lot of attention. Very nice condition. Ford Deluxe.
Maybe you want something like that.
Very nice.
You gotta get a wider force tires.
Nice Corvette there from Ontario. Big wide body kit there. Nice Galaxy waiting to come in. Gray Charger. Boss 302, yay! Looks real good. Authentic original stuff is great. '69. Very nice. Not sure how extreme I would call that stuff down there, but it is what it is. Something new there. Very interesting custom. Probably belongs upstairs. Voodoo Sahara. Interesting. Look at the T-tops. '54 Kaiser Manhattan 4-door. That's pretty radical, alright. That could be the winning custom vehicle. Look at that back glass. Very interesting. Glad we came down here one more time. Interesting steering wheel and dashboard and swivel seats. Very interesting. Nice motor. Kaiser Manhattan. A well-spent minute there. Interesting international truck crew cab there. Nice. Penned in there, difficult to get at. It's like a 37 Chevy Street Rod. Very sharp. Blue. Very, very cool. No club. Great looking wheels. Very sharp car. Endless summer. In Michigan, it does seem like it lately. It starts in basically April and lasts until November. Cool truck, bro. Got a place to keep your beer. Franken Dooley. Nice hood ornament. big power in there. It's like a Corvette engine, apparently, according to the valve covers. Wild. Nice 55 Chevy Gasser here. Says it's a Bel Air.
Robert.
Sparkly roof. I can't drive 55, but you can drive a 55. Here's a 57.
Enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself. It's a good idea. Temperamental. Very nice. Nice 55 Ford wagon. A surfboard on the top. Nice little patina to it. Country sedan. Station wagons that are called sedans. Very nice. Sharp Ford there. Missing the hood. Here's a beautiful Econoline.
That one's down there.
Beautiful paint there. Blacktop Bandit. Nice
I bought that goddamn thing.
slot wheel in the back and a Krager in the front. Red line tire in the front. Regular tire in the back. Pretty nice. Here's a nice 57 Chevy in blue. Man, that's sharp. Guys are coming in at the last moments on day 2 of load-in. That is real nice. Win this car? That would be miraculous. Would love to. Yes, I would. Neat shoebox type. It's quite a front end there. Study that for a moment. Looking sharp. Gasser Chevelle there. Station wagon, 468. More ISO. And nearby we have a Rambler gasser. You don't see a lot of those either. Nice. $401. Well, since yesterday Julie put some smoke under the tires or around them. Glad that's not real. I don't want to smell burned rubber to you. There's the motor. Now the hood is up from yesterday. Interesting hood prop here. Very provocative, if you will. Making Sterling Heights proud with this beautiful flamed gasser. Nice rug. 49 Ford there. Nice cleans. Flames on the inside as well. very, very strange Corvair contraption here. Very weird. I believe this was here last year and possibly the year before. Looks kind of nice from this angle. Nice, very low street rod. The motor is up pretty high. Nice looking wheels. Black body with red flames. Chevy motor. Nice. Alright, that's going to about do it for our load-in day 2 here at the Autorama, 73rd Autorama. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I ask that you please leave me a like, click for notifications, and subscribe for more similar material. All free to you. Take advantage of that price. It's free. Subscribe for notifications of more great videos like this. As always, I thank you for watching another Street Rodder King production, and we'll see you somewhere down the road.
Steve.
See what else is coming in. There's a Buick Special there. It sounds like it's got one cylinder under the hood. And it's pouring out quite a bit of exhaust. Very nice. 63 Buick Riviera. Nice color. Interesting passenger there. Nice Hudson there. Haven't seen that one before. Like NASCAR tribute car, I guess. Fabulous Hudson Hornet. Number 13. Hello. Don't forget that special message. And Single Finger Garage is coming together nicely there on Ford Road. Very good. Another nice Fairlane 500. I'm not sure if we got that yesterday. Kind of don't think so. Nice bumper guard there. Well, Gary White has arrived on the scene with his, I think this is a 48 Ford, if I'm not mistaken. Moon cap, hubcaps there. There's a less obstructed side on that International truck. Might be a louder car. It says something about do the roar. Interesting front end. Can't get any closer to it than this. My apologies. I'll leave you with this very impressive artwork. What do you think of that? It's got to be easily the highest dollar car in here. Paint-wise, I cannot get enough of this car. This might be my favorite thing out of both days. What is your choice? Leave comments below. It's free to talk.